So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So let's get into it. All right, so week 10 of the NFL season is coming to a close. And for the Chicago Bears, they take another devastating and embarrassing loss to the New England Patriots on Sunday. In this video, as always, I'm going to give my recap on what I saw during the game, give my grades for offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. I also will be announcing our next giveaway in this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here, back at it with another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. Another embarrassing loss to put on the win-loss column for the Chicago Bears. Take another heartbreaking and embarrassing loss at home to the New England Patriots, 19-3. This is not going to be a great video, but I will announce one thing that is great about this video. I will be giving away another $100 Amazon gift card this month. That's all. I told you guys we'll be giving away one every month of the NFL season, so that's always good. I will get into the rules real quickly. Number one, you must be subscribed to the channel so you don't miss the other giveaways that I might post on this channel. It's always nice, and plus, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can start doing more lucrative giveaways, so that always helps. Number two, you must comment on this video right here to be eligible. I will be picking random people from the comment section at the end of the month, so make sure you guys leave your comment on this video. No duplicates. No duplicate accounts, no bot accounts. They will be removed and you will not be eligible. So make sure you guys comment on this video. And also make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss the giveaway winner video at the end of the month. Also, this will help you, again, to be notified every time I do other giveaways on this channel. Another thing I might have you guys do is please put your email in your bio, on your YouTube bio. It makes it easier for me to contact you. It also helps weed away like some scammers and some people who want to take the giveaway contest winners for themselves. So make sure you guys do all those rules. I also post them in a pinned comment on this video. Make sure you guys follow them and you'll be eligible. But to the main thing at hand in this video, man, it's getting really tiring to do this every single week. The Bears lose again to the New England Patriots in a game that they did not play well in at all. All three phases of the game were awful. The main question everybody wants to know, how did Caleb Williams play on Sunday? I thought he played pretty awful. 16 of 30 for 120 yards passing, 7.5 yards on his average, no touchdowns, no interceptions, took 9 sacks. That ties Justin Fields' record from when he was here, and only had a 63.2 quarterback rating. Caleb Williams, he was definitely out of sync in this game, inaccurate, especially for most of the game. He was pretty much inaccurate, holding the ball too long, not using his legs enough, missing open guys, and I'm just gonna be honest, the Bears didn't really give him much of a chance either. The play calling, the offensive line, the blitzes by New England. I gotta give credit to New England. They went after Caleb Williams hard. They kept sending blitzes at him, and he just could not handle it. This is the third straight game in which Caleb Williams had less than 50 yards at halftime. I don't know, man. I feel like they're getting ready to ruin another talented quarterback. I will say this, every time somebody raises a criticism about Caleb Williams and certain things about his game, not every time somebody raises a criticism, it's hating or they'll go root for the Steelers or something like that. The Steelers are of no consequence here. Caleb Williams is the future of this franchise, whether anybody likes it or not. We're just pointing out some of the things that he can work to get better at. And we also point out the things that we knew were problems coming into the season, but we were ignored for the most part. And now you're starting to see these things rear its ugly head again. And it's showing up. These past 3 games have been horrible on offense. The Bears just scored a measly 3 points in this game. It's awful, man. It's awful. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better because we have a very tough schedule. So maybe Caleb figures it out. I doubt it. But overall, he did not play well in this game. Just too inaccurate, too ineffective, and just didn't have enough time out there to do anything with the football. Rushing the ball, not too much to talk about here. 16 attempts, 59 yards, 3.7 for DeAndre Swift. They didn't really use the run game like I thought they would in this game. This is one of the worst defenses that the Bears have played all season, and they could just not get anything going, especially when you're behind in the sticks. I think that's why the run game wasn't as effective. They were constantly behind in the sticks. If it wasn't from penalties, it was from sacks, it was from overthrows. You know, you can't run the ball efficiently when it's second and 15 or it's third and 16. You can't do that efficiently, and it showed. QB run game was non-existent. 15 yards for Caleb Williams. He didn't use his legs enough. Too much sitting in the pocket, bouncing up and down, not really going through his reads, not really reading the field. Something was just off about him today, and it has been for these past 3 games. But rushing the ball, man, it's just been a constant battle with this team to try to get them to run the ball efficiently. And without our 2 starting tackles and everybody going out in the offensive line, it just felt like it was a losing battle, and the Bears could never really get anything going on the ground. Do I even have to mention the receiving core? It was just pitiful out there. No separation. Guys weren't being schemed open. Keenan Allen was their best wide receiver on the team. He only had 44 yards on the day. But other than that, he had like 6 targets. DJ Moore, 6 targets, 3 receptions, 24 yards. Rome Odunze, 6 targets, 3 receptions, 23 yards. Cole Kmet had his first targets in this game, and he only had 13 yards. This offense is too talented to have these guys being under 100 yards every single game, really under 50 yards every single game. This offense is way too talented. These guys can get open, but I don't think the scheme is good enough. It's not scheming guys open. I don't think their quarterback is playing well. He's overthrowing guys. He's very inaccurate. Some of the routine throws that they had come their way were way off to the side or falling down to the ground or way up high. And I just got to be honest, there were some drops out there today too. And, you know, none of that helps a struggling offense. And it showed on Sunday with them only scoring 3 points. So generally the offense was just absolutely terrible. They get an F minus because you can't protect your quarterback. You're not running the ball. You can't get guys open. Your quarterback's inefficient and very inaccurate. So you only scored 3 points. You only converted on 2 third downs the entire game. Awful. So that offense, it definitely needs some work. And this offensive line as well is definitely a problem. Moving on to defense, I felt like the defense, this was the first game where they just gave up, man. They just gave up. Even though the Patriots only scored 19, it just felt like they didn't have the same energy that they did all year. I mean, TJ Edwards notched an interception on Sunday. He had 13 total, 7 solos. But it didn't really change the outcome of the game because the offense is so inept. And it's starting to show because, once again, we were about Jaquan Brisker. Tyreek Stevenson was coming in and out of the lineup on Sunday. You know, Montez Sweat was dealing with a shin injury. But even still, this defense is much better than what we've seen. It just felt like the Patriots were getting chunk play after chunk play. But because they're the New England Patriots, they weren't able to capitalize like they should. If the New England Patriots were Green Bay or Detroit, this game would have been 50-3. So I feel like this defense is starting to lose faith in this coaching staff. And you see it in some of their effort, you know, you see it in some of the tackling. They're not able to stop the run. They're not being physical at the point of attack. And, you know, it's getting bad for this team. And this defense is what this team banks their success on. And when they're not playing well, they really have no chance. Even with that all being said, the Patriots only scored 19 points in this game. So it could have been a whole lot worse. I'll give the defense a D-. I feel like they didn't play up to their potential, but at the same time, they kept giving the ball back to this Bears offense, and the Bears offense just didn't do anything with it. But, man, it feels like that side of the ball is losing heart as well. So D- for the defense. Special teams, I'll keep it quick. DeAndre Carter had a 38-yard punt return. He also had a 35-yard kick return. Cairo Santos, 1 of 1 on field goals. And Torrey Taylor is just consistently punting every single game. I feel bad for him because he's like out there almost every 5 minutes. This is kind of surprising because when Caleb got drafted, they said he wasn't going to be punting much. I feel like he's probably the most used punter in the NFL. Other than that, the special teams, they were our only source of points. They got us in good field position. They didn't give up many big returns like that. I'm going to keep with the tradition. I'm going to give them a solid A. But Torrey Taylor, his leg is definitely weakening as the season goes because he's punting so much. And ultimately, the coaching staff, I mean, what more is there to say? This team is never prepared to play. They have bad play calls. They let their quarterback get sacked 9 times. They don't protect them. They don't draw up things on a play sheet to get guys open. They make dumb decisions in clutch time. They don't have good clock management. What does this coaching staff do well that warrants them keeping their job for another week and for the rest of the season? When we get to Green Bay next week, Matt LaFleur is going to completely outcoach Matt Eberflus. The Bears are going to lose by 30. And it's going to show again why Matt Eberflus should have been fired when they drafted Caleb Williams, because he is ruining another one. Yes, Caleb has some things to take accountability for, but we're seeing the same things that we're seeing last year with Justin Fields, with him not being willing to throw the ball, not wanting to scramble, just sitting there taking sacks, being very inaccurate. They're playing this kind of ball control football, but to play ball control football, you have to run the ball, get consistent first downs, and have a lead. And, at this point, Shane Waldron can go, Matt Eberflus can go, that whole offensive coaching staff can go, Chris Morgan can go, because this coaching staff makes no adjustments at halftime. They are possibly the worst coaching staff in the NFL, period. They should be fired they should be fired today. And Ryan Poles, even if they don't fire them this week or whenever, both Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus should be gone together, because this is the guy that he picked to run this team, and it has completely failed. So the coaching staff gets an F for this game. This coaching staff sucks. It's not going to get any better. It's just going to get worse. And for the people who are trying to make excuses for this coaching staff and saying, we just have injuries, our defense isn't allowing more than 21 points, this is going to continue to get worse, because people are going to continue to make excuses and keep giving money to the Chicago Bears, and they're not going to make a change until people stop doing that. So, F- for the coaching staff. But overall, this game is just typical Bears football. They still suck. We're going to be playing Green Bay next week, and we're going to go on our long divisional gauntlet. I don't have the Bears winning another game, but let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post one of these Bears videos. Make sure you guys follow me on social media, as there's bound to be a lot of interesting discussion on my page. Make sure you guys get your comment down in this video and get eligible for the giveaway, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next week. Bear down. Peace.
Advance.